Good morning and welcome to this morning's live stream. It's March 25th, 2026. Another day, another big swing in the markets. Dow up 449, NASDAQ up 230, S&P up 56. VIX down to 25.65, down 4.8%. So no 1DTE for me today. The VIX being down at the market open. Looks like ARM is up 9%. Hood up 3.8. Coinbase up 2.1%. Circle up almost 6%. So definitely getting some rebounds from yesterday. Bell's gonna ring here in about a minute. MU, one of the stocks on my board, it's down 3%. So not sure what's going on with MU today. Bell's gonna ring here in a few seconds. And the bell has rung. Nice push up out of the gates. Dow up 540, NASDAQ up 242, S&P up 63. Hello, another day, another big swing. Man, a lot of these stocks just blasting through pre-market highs. Today being a good day to get a good volume runner, upside volume runner. Man, MU tanking down over 5% now. Lots of green on the screen today. Wow. What a push-up. Lots of stocks pushing above pre-market highs. Microsoft coming down now. CrowdStrike, AVGO coming down. A lot of stocks pushing up, though. Wow. Let's see what this next bar brings us. AMD with a nice push up. Just ripping up. SMCI, Hood. NVIDIA now pushing up. All right, let's see how strong these stocks want to be. Are we going to get another push up here? Maybe a big volume bar? SMCI pushing up. NVIDIA. Tesla starting to go. S&P and NASDAQ through highs of day. Let's see if we get a big volume bar here. Coinbase, I think, is going to get there. Yeah, Tesla's about halfway there. PLTR. S&P now up 76. About a 40-point move so far up. All right, Coinbase is definitely going to get a big volume bar. Still a minute and a half to go. It's almost there. So if this pulls back here a little bit, as this bar finishes, I'll enter. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I'll just wait and see if we get a little pullback on the next bar. Today is the 2DTE. 2DTE. Wow, yeah, nice push up in coin. PLTR looks like it's going to get a big volume bar, and it's pulling back right now. Let's see, in PLTR, I trade the 160 calls. Filled at 250 on the 160 calls in PLTR. Put PLTR over here. Big volume bar. I had pulled back. No pullback in SMCI. It had a bar that was close too. Poor Netflix coming down. I got an order at 275 to close half my PLTR. Filled at 275 to close half. Coinbase took off without much of a pullback. Same with AMD. Close another at $3. Close another PLTR at $3. SMCI ripping. PLTR is going to have to get through where it got rejected once. That's my only concern. Coinbase taking a bit of a pause. S&P pausing a bit. Let's see, what's oil today? Oil is $87. Need an extension out of PLTR. Not sure. I don't know, this key level here, yesterday's open, and where it got rejected once is worrying me a bit. Coming down right at my line in the sand. Now would be a good time to enter if you hadn't gotten in. Dow up 445, S&P up 60, NASDAQ up 245. Coinbase pulling back here a little bit. I'm going to look at getting long coin here. On the 190 calls. Just giving it a second here. Build a 450 in coin. 190 calls. Coinbase came down right as I got in. But I'm definitely going to give it a couple bars here. I'm not going to. It kind of came down, blew my line in the sand, but it keeps popping back up. So that's what I want to see. So 2 volume runners today. else we got going? SMCI pulling back a bit. Indices are pulling back a bit. Actually, NASDAQ's coming down to lows. Need PLTR to get going. I'd close half my coin at $5. PLTR and coin holding up pretty well. The S&P pulling back. Just need coin to rip up through highs of day. AMD kind of the same way. It's holding up pretty well. I'm not going to get long more than 2 stocks, though. Just in case something happens and they just tank. S&P down through lows. NASDAQ flushing through lows. See, here's why I don't get long more than a couple stocks. If these start to flush, Coinbase holding up. PLTR holding above pre-market highs. But man, S&P. First bar rips up about 40 points. Now has come all the way back down in 15 minutes. Not even 11 minutes. Just find a zone and stay within it. It's like what happened within the last 15 minutes to make the price come all the way back down? I got an order at $5 to get out of half my coin. The NASDAQ and S&P are both coming down to yesterday's highs. Let's see if they blow through them or not. Keep coming down. Or if they bounce off of them. NASDAQ has gone through yesterday's highs. Now it's trying to pop back up above it. Yeah, dipped its toe below it. Didn't like it. It was too cold. So if price can reverse and we can get a bounce, I'm pretty confident in these coin and PLTR. As well as they've held up. I got an order at $3 to close some more PLTR. Meta's got a little Mighty 90 long going on. That's a pretty good looking setup. This volume bar bigger than the previous. Definitely not just barely, but a lot bigger. Nice price push down. Uh-oh. S&P and NASDAQ just went through yesterday's highs. PLTR coming down to my line in the sand. Come on, just one bounce. That's all I need is one bounce. Yeah, 40-point move down in 15 minutes. No big deal. Crazy. Crazy. I'll probably be pretty picky about my TLC trades today. Just let it kind of play out a little bit and see if we're going to be getting, 15-point bars. No breakup to highs of day yet for PLTR coin. I thought Coinbase would rip up a lot, better than this. The way it really took off, and really nice setup in terms of a volume runner goes. Yeah, look at that Mighty 90 down there in Meta. That'd been a good one. Here I am waiting on two stocks that have done nothing but chop the last 20 minutes. All right, it's time to start moving. Dow 288, NASDAQ 175, S&P 39. Amazon trying to push up. Something's holding these two down that I'm in. All right, the S&P is Nasdaq and Nasdaq are catching a pretty decent bounce here now. So let's get going, boys. I mean, one of these days I'm going to hit one of these that are going to run. I mean, these are such good setups, and they're holding through the down move and doing everything but pushing up. Yep, S&P lost all its bounce. Iran will end the war at the time of its own choosing. Just came out of Financial Juice. There's no confirmed date or venue for possible U.S.-Iran talks. Iraq's oil plunges further as storage fills and Hormuz exports are blocked by conflict. That market not gonna like that. I mean, come on. This is all right. Closing my coin in PLTR. They're both coming down. Filled at 385 on coin. Filled at 216 on PLTR. Bummer, man. Especially after I got out of half my PLTR. Oops. Yeah, that Meta Mighty 90 is getting a second consecutive green bar. Apple's coming down. That must be why it's definitely dragging the market down. S&P, NASDAQ, dip getting bought up. Right now we're getting about 10 to 12 point bars. Well, I'm not seeing anything else. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off and start focusing on TLC trades, but I'll be very careful on those in terms of making sure they're a good looking setup. So, catch y'all later. Peace.